Okay. Today I'm just gonna talk about the trade deadline in the Super Bowl. Really, um, just talk about the boring stuff because it was both boring and bad. So, first the NBA trade deadline was last Thursday, and the Sixers made 4 different trades, but I did not like 3 of them. They started their day out early, a few hours, like 5 hours before the deadline, when they traded Marcus Morris Sr., Furkan Korkmaz, and a few second-round picks for Buddy Hield. I think it's the only good trade they made today, and they made it the earliest. So they made us think that we were going to get a good trade deadline just to take it away in the next 3 trades because they added Buddy Hield, who, although he lacks on the defensive end, he's a very versatile offensive player with an ability to drive to the hoop. And obviously, he is the best shooter on this team, effectively and immediately. Wait, hold on. I got my headphones on. Hold on. Just a second. I forgot to put these on. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. That probably looks silly, but we got them on, so goal is accomplished either way. So that was the first trade. They added a spot-up shooter and a versatile offensive player, but they lost not much, actually. They did lose Marcus Morris Sr. or Mook, who had the keys to the city literally like 2 days ago or something like that. And they just gave him away. So that's funny, almost. But he had some good defense and some good shooting moments. But I think Buddy Hield is better than both of those players in that trade. And I think that was their one good trade of the day. And then their next trade, I think this was the next one. They traded Danwell House and a second round pick to Detroit Pistons for nothing. And so basically what this trade was for was to sign Kyle Lowry, and that's who I was waiting to make this podcast for because I was pretty sure we were going to get him, but it was on the fence, and then we did get him. So basically this trade was saying, we need a roster spot, we need money, so we'll give you to sign players. So we're going to give you this roster spot and money and a pick to take a roster spot and money so that we can go out in there and sign Kyle Lowry. So in the aftermath, the Pistons never touched Kyle Lowry, but it's basically Danwell House and a second round pick for Kyle Lowry, which isn't a horrible trade. But at the same time, it's just nothing exciting, I'd say. I understand why they made the trade, so I can't hate on the trade. But it's also not gonna make you jump up and down and joy for 37-year-old Kyle Lowry. So that's it's all right. And then they also traded Patrick Beverley, which was very controversial because Pep Bev was the face of the city, it felt like, for this upcoming season. He was always yelling on the bench and yelling at the rest and stuff and doing stuff that you wouldn't see a player do, but it perfectly embodied what people think when they think of the city. And so people thought that he was the guy that they got. It's because it's 10. Oh, I see. To represent. To represent that mantra. Of Philly. And then they just traded him away, and people did not like that. I can't say it was a bad trade. Sorry if that made a bad noise. I'm trying to fix this. Can't say it was a bad trade. Just can't say it was a good one. Can't hate on it, but you can't be excited for it. They got in return campaign, decent defender, backup point guard, backup 2, whatever. He's gonna come in Philly and he's gonna run and he's a decent shooter. He played really well his first game, a little bit more mid his second game, but his plus minus has been through the roofs, and he's been playing really well. So, it is what it is. Hopefully he works out, and hopefully he continues to play at the level that he has or that he did. And so that was the third trade. They were all boring, but then the worst trade, by far the worst trade, they got a second round pick for Jaden Springer. They traded Jaden Springer, 21-year-old point guard who has stopped some of the most dominant players. Steph Curry, he stopped him. Luka, he stopped him. And yeah, I get that he doesn't have an offensive bag in the slightest. He cannot score at all. But does that matter when you're a struggling defensive team and what he does is stop the other team's best player? I don't think it should. It's not even like he's getting crazy minutes. Like, it's not like he should be getting more minutes, and he probably will get more minutes in Boston, even though they're a stacked team, because they know he can have that defense that they need. So that was a horrible trade. So that's why I hated the trade deadline. But after the math, we got Kyle Lowry. I already said that. Shooter, old man, veteran presence for the playoffs, all that stuff. Not great. And the Super Bowl, Chiefs versus Niners. Boring Super Bowl. Niners ran up 10-0, but just like last year when the Eagles were up 24-14, and 2 years before that when the Niners were up 20-10, the Chiefs came back. They won. They were down 10-3 at halftime. Then MVS scored, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl, which I hate because I hate the Chiefs. But I don't hate the Chiefs. I hate the Niners more. But so that was the Super Bowl. All in all, boring Super Bowl. It did have an overtime period. Debo sucked. Brock Purdy did mid. Jawan Jennings showed out. The on the Chiefs side, no one really showed out. I guess Kelsey picked it up a little bit. Mahomes picked it up a lot, but no one showed out to their standards. So it was an alright game, but nothing special. Nothing great to talk about. Oh, real quick, Sixers Cavs predictions. This will probably be up after the game. By the time of recording, the game is about to start. Sixers Cavs. Cavs play Sixers. Rookie Council goes for 15-7. Sixers lose 106-127 because the Cavs are on red hot and we suck balls. So, that's just my prediction. But I think General Council does good tonight. Maybe a little Maxi Magic can get us a win, but it's going to be really tough. Okay, bye. Oh, I didn't stop. Oh, I still didn't stop it. Oh my gosh.